Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Welcome everybody here to Fireman's Birthday Bash here on Elevated TV. Hope everybody's having a fantastic afternoon. Want to welcome everybody in here to the Southern National Raceway Spark as Elevated TV presents Fireman's Birthday Bash here on Elevated TV. I'm your host, Cody Deemers. Hope everybody is having a wonderful afternoon. Qualifying has just completed here for the Thunder Roadsters, and man, oh man, is it going to be some good racing. First and foremost, we want to wish Fireman Jonathan Sessons in the chat a happy birthday. He's one of the main guys over here on Elevated TV. He's a longtime friend of mine, and glad to have him as a friend. And this is all for you, Fireman, as we bring you. We got a bunch of different things going on tonight. So we take a little rundown here. We got twin roadsters, twin late models, twin legends, twin chargers, southern ground pounders, 4 divisions. And then to cap the night off, we got a 300 lap street stock race. So looking forward to it all, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to, be a long race, that's for sure, to say the least. So, yes, sir, you're greatly welcome. So, once again, want to welcome everybody here on the Elevated TV for Fireman's Birthday Bash here at the Southern National Motorsports Park. We're running a little bit behind, had a little bit of technical difficulties, had to wait for some things to go through, and now it's time, just about time, to give the command to fire the engines. But before we do that, we got to do our pre-race ceremony. So if everybody could please stand and remove your hats as we get ready to go pre-race.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa, and my 2 children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
Welcome everybody back here to the Southern National Motorsports Park. We're going to get everything situated where we start the live on Facebook and get ready to go racing here at Southern National. Once again, hope everybody's having a fantastic afternoon, and I know myself, I'm having a great afternoon as well, and couldn't ask for nothing no better. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, to say the least. So we're going to make sure everything's going good over on the Facebook Live. Does not look like it. So make sure we've got the... Does not look like it's working, so we might have to surpass on the Facebook Live. So that being said, hope everybody's having a fantastic evening, and we're going to give you the starting lineup here tonight as the field is getting ready to roll off. Here we go. Gentlemen have fired the engines. Here's your starting lineup for your 10-lap Thunder Roadster feature. On row number 1 is going to be Cody Deemers and Aaron Sessoms. On row 2. Row 2, going to be Caleb Hall and Victoria Sessoms. Row 3 is going to be Sarah Biller and Lee Jones. Row 4 going to be Noah Allison and Jonathan Sessoms. Row 5, Dalton Chupp, Robert Taylor. Row 6 going to be Dustin Lane, Wyatt Marshburn. Row 7 going to be David Hall, Greg Meaning. To round out your starting 14-car field. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of hectic going on here. 1 to go this time by for your Roadsters. We've had an interesting week of racing with the Speed Weeks. We've seen a bunch of different winners. This is the first night of racing for the Roadsters since Monday night. Cody Deemers, Aaron Sessoms, gonna lead them into the starting zone. Off for turn number 4, pace car's off. And we are underway for your first race tonight. Through turn 1 and 2, still 2 by 2. Aaron Sessoms working the top. Here comes Cody Deemers on the bottom. Aaron Sessoms trying to work the bottom. Cody Deemers making the top bottom work as well. Caleb Hall pushing him. Victoria Sessoms pushing him as well. 9 laps to go. Give that lap to Cody Deemers. Cody Deemers going to get a little back jump. Here he comes to the upside. Here comes Caleb Hall looking to go. Here comes Aaron Sessoms. 3 wide for your race lead off into turn number 3. Here comes Taco Bell driver Sarah Biller at number 33. We're looking to switch lanes. Here comes Caleb Hall. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, they're putting on a show for third. 3 wide. Here comes Victoria Sessoms to the middle. Aaron Sessoms on the outside. Aaron Sessoms getting shuffled way up out of the groove. Not what he wants to do. Here comes Biller on the outside of Hall. Women versus men for the top 2 spots. Here comes Sarah Biller on the outside of Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall trying to hang on. Here comes the Noah Allison machine. The number 50 Hooters doesn't know who he wants to work with. He's going to tuck in line behind Victoria Sessoms. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms. Jonathan Sessoms right there in that 40, that number 24. Got the 50 Hooters working on the bottom. They are 3 and 4 wide. Cody Deemers is driving away with this thing. Here comes Biller on the outside of the Taco Bell, number 33. This is their first win of the night. 4 laps to go this time by. Looking like nobody's going to catch the number 21, the number 63 machine of Deemers. Here goes Hall. Hall going to check out. Here comes Victoria. Look on the inside of Sarah Miller. 3 laps to go. Here comes Sarah Miller back to the bottom of Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall on the outside working on the top. Sarah Miller going to clear him. Here comes Caleb Hall going to try to cross him up. No. Popsicle 6 in the air. 2 laps to go. The battle right now for second. Meanwhile, your race leader working into turn number 3. White flag in the air. One more time around for the Frosted Flakes, number 63 of Cody Deemers. Sarah Biller back there, but Caleb Hall not going to do it. Not giving up. Here comes up on turn number 3. They're still side by side. Here comes Victoria putting it 3 wide. No. She's going to go through the middle. Cody Deemers going to win it. Who's going to get second, though? Sarah Biller going to get second. Victoria Sessoms comes home with the top 3. Meanwhile, Cody Deemers is going to be your race winner here in twin race number 1. Sarah Biller comes home second, and Victoria Sessoms third. Take a quick run down here. Caleb Hall comes home 4th. Jonathan Sessoms 5th. Noah Allison 6th. Dalton Chupp 7th. Dustin Hall 8th. Greg Menning 9th. Wyatt Marshburn rounds out your top 10. Aaron Sessoms goes from 2nd to 11th. Lee Jones goes 12th. Robert Taylor 13th. And David Hall rounds out your 14 cars. Well, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have late model stock number 1 going for 40 big ones here on Elevated TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment.
coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Aloma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Low. 4 wide at the stripe. For Audie's win here on this outside line. Neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron. Drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more. Here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022. Welcome back here to the Southern National Motorsports Park here in Kinley, North Carolina, as we welcome you into the Firemans Birthday Bash here tonight. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. And late model stock twin number ones on the track for their feature. 40 laps is the distance for these guys. And we're going to give you the starting lineup here as they begin to roll off. And looking to be a good race here. Jonathan Sessoms will grab the pole here for twin number one. Lee Jones rolls off twin two. Row 2 is going to be Bobby Sessoms, Dustin Lane. Row 3 going to be Cody Deemer, Sarah Billiter. Row 4 going to be, or row 5 going to be Caleb Hall, Dalton Chubb. Row 6 going to be David Hall, Aaron Sessoms. Row 7 going to be Robert Taylor, Greg Minning. Row 8 going to be Tommy Blair, rounding out your top 15 cars. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Hello to everybody out there watching here tonight on Elevated TV. Take a quick look at your weather conditions. 70 degrees, humidity at 1, track tip 73. Winds blowing north at 6 miles an hour. So, going to be a good one. One to go this time by. Jonathan Sessoms in that number 19. The 262 of Lee Jones. Going to lead him into the restart zone. Here we go. Off of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We are underway. Jones going to open up the gap. Here comes Dustin Lane. Work on the outside of Jonathan Sessions. They work back down in the corner. Jonathan Sessions working the bottom. Oh, Jonathan Sessions going to get into Dustin Lane there a little bit. That's going to open the door up for the 84 Sarah Billiter. Jonathan Sessions trying to fight his way to get back to the top. Here comes the 01 Noah Allison on the in that 5th position. Noah Allison looking to go. Fireman trying to go to the outside. Whoa! Fireman going to put her in a hole. Going to try to work back around the 01 machine to Noah Allison as they work back off of turn number 3, 4. 4 laps complete of 40. 5 now. Fireman going to chase them down. Back down the front stretch. Meanwhile, battle going on for the 5th position. 4th and 5th. Noah Allison looking on the inside of the 84. Sarah Billiter here comes to the bottom. Going to push up a little bit. Going to stay off of her though. Still 2 by 2 behind him. Sarah Billiter going to clear him off into turn number 3. Here comes others lurking around the backside. Here comes the 03, Aaron Sessoms. Aaron Sessoms started deep in the field. He's worked his way up to the 6th position. Bobby Sessoms right behind him as well in that number 65. Here comes the 51er, Greg Minning. Minning working the outside of Bobby Sessoms. Aaron Sessoms going to move up to the 5th position. Outside looking to be where... Oh, man! Greg Minning hard on the outside wall. Caution flag going to fly. Greg Minning hard into the outside wall there. Greg Minning not happy with Robert Taylor, as Robert Taylor and him have heavy, heavy damage. Let's go back, see if we can't figure out what happened here. Looks like the 65 of Bobby Sessom just got into it. Bam! Hard impact into the outside wall. Then the 51 and the 2 machine not happy with each other. Bam! Knocks the toe out there for him. So, Greg Minning trying to get down pit road in that number 51 machine. Trying to figure out if he can turn to get in there. If not, gonna have to go around again. He is not happy with Bobby Sessoms. Not happy with him. He's gonna beat the door off of him right there. He's gonna finally make it to the bottom. Gonna try to coast his way around. The right front on that machine definitely not the where you want it to be. At number 51 as he finally makes it to pit road. 8 laps of 40 complete here in this one. Lee Jones, Jonathan Sessoms, and Sarah Billiter. Or Lee Jones, Dustin Lane, Jonathan Sessoms, Sarah Billiter, your top 4. Greg Minning gonna go get that damage fixed. One to go this time by. 1 to go. See if Lee Jones can hang on, or is Dustin Lane going to get around him here on this restart? We see Lee Jones work the outside. The outside looked like it was definitely where you wanted to be here at the Southern National Motorsports Park. And here we go. Lee Jones, Dustin Lane going to lead him back into the restart zone for attempt number 2 here. 8 laps of 40. Green flag in the air. Working through 1 and 2. Lee Jones on the bottom, Dustin Lane on the outside. Dustin Lane going to power around him on the outside, using the momentum. Lee Jones still hanging with him, though. Here comes Billiter. Here comes that 01 Noah Allison. Jonathan Sessoms trying to push up in front of the 01, not going to do it. He's going to go to the inside, ducking down. Here comes 01 Allison. Here comes Blair. Aaron Sessoms looking to get around him, too. 10 laps of 40 here in twin race number 1. All this going on, your top 4 driving away. Here comes the 71 looking out to the outside of the 19. Here comes the 301. Damers looking to put it 3 wide. Whoa, big check up there. Sessoms finally going to get around. Still working to try to get around the 71 as he's going to try to push up a little bit. Here comes Aaron Sessoms. You got Sessoms right there behind each other. You got Jonathan Sessoms, Aaron Sessoms, and Bobby Sessoms. Then behind him, you got Victoria Sessoms. Got a train of Sessoms on the bottom. Looks like everybody going to single file out now. Here comes Allison. Allison on the outside of the 84. Battle for third as they work through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Noah Allison working on the outside. Noah Allison in that number 01 trading paint his number entry as he works off at 4. Down the straightaway. He's going to clear the 84 off of turn number 1. Meanwhile, here comes Fireman. And that number 19, Jonathan Sessoms looking to try to get around the 71. Aaron Sessoms right behind him. Then their dad, Bobby Sessoms, right behind them as well. Victoria Sessoms right behind them as well. Then Caleb Hall. That's your top 10. 71 of Tommy Blair going to work to the outside. Here comes Aaron Sessoms. Here comes Bobby Sessoms. You got a three-way battle here. The 18, the 03, the 90, 19, and the 65. All right there together. Aaron Sessoms going to clear him. Here comes the 301. Cody Demers. Fireman looks like he's struggling. Here comes Aaron Sessoms as he looks to the inside of Blair. Battle for fifth, excuse me. Here comes Sessoms. Sessoms working the bottom, halfway down. Halfway to go. At the halfway margin, Dustin Lane, Lee Jones, Noah Allison, Sarah Billiter, and Tommy Blair, your top 5. Aaron Sessoms, Cody Demers, Jonathan Sessoms, Victoria, and Caleb Hall, your top 10. Bobby Sessoms, 11th. Greg Minning, 12th. David Hall, 13th. Dalton Chupp, 14th. And Robert Taylor rounds out your top 15. Meanwhile, though, Caleb Hall all over the back bumper of that number 15. Victoria Sessoms trying to work around the 19. Here comes the 51 of Greg Minning, though. After hard contact to the wall, he's worked his way back up to 11. Trying to crack the top 10 if he gets by the 9 of Caleb Hall. 19 laps to go in this one, and it's still anybody's race. Anything can happen. Here comes Aaron Sessoms on the outside of Tommy Blair. Cracked the top 5, Aaron Sessoms. Oh, they're going to door bang a little bit. Here comes the 301 of Cody Demers with him as well. Tommy Blair going to try to cross him up. Here comes Demers. Demers on the 301. Work on the outside. Here comes Sessoms. Victoria Sessoms. She's trying to get around him. Blair stuck on the bottom. Minning right behind the pack as well. Meanwhile, right now, Jonathan Sessoms fell back to top 10, and he's still falling back even more. Here comes Bobby Sessoms. Bobby Sessoms working on the outside. Caleb Hall right there with him as well. Caleb Hall going to try to go to the outside. No, he's going to stay behind Fireman, trying to push him to the front. Bobby Sessoms going to clear him. That should give Jonathan Sessoms the outside line. There it does. Meanwhile, a little bit right in front of them, you got Blair and Minning. Minning trying to get around him as well. Back out front, though, Dustin Lane, Lee Jones, and Noah Allison, your top 3. Sarah Billiter, Aaron Sessoms rounds out your top 5. Cody Demers, Victoria Sessoms round out your top 7. Greg Minning, Blair, Bobby Sessoms round out your top 10. Jonathan Sessoms, Caleb Hall round out your top 12. Robert Taylor, David Hall, and Dalton Chutt round out your top 15. 12 laps to go. 11 laps to go this time. Here we go. Jonathan Sessoms trying to fight his way back to the front. Caleb Hall was fastest in first practice. Didn't have a good strong finish in the second practice. Had a bad qualifying day. He's looking to make it into the top 10 as Jonathan Sessoms and Bobby Sessoms sit in between him. Ten laps to go for the 14 of Dustin Lane. He's won about all the late model races this week for Speed Weeks. He's looking to win the big one here at Birthday Bash, at least the first win. Here comes Sessoms. Here comes Hall. Hall on the outside of Jonathan Sessoms, cracking the top 11. Here comes Bobby Sessoms working on the 71 machine. of Tommy Blair. Caleb Hall going to tuck in for the 19. The 19 and Jonathan Sessoms thought about going to the outside, cross him up. No, he didn't. Everybody right there together. Lee Jones still trying to run down Dustin Lane. Sailor Billiter. Aaron Sessom still your top 5. Got a good little battle here. Here comes the 9 on the outside of the 71. This will crack Caleb Hall into the top 10. He's going to clear him off into turn number 3. Not just quite yet. Here comes the 9. He's going to clear him there. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms trying to follow Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall trying to go to the Bobby Sessoms now. Here he goes to the outside trying to crack the top 9. Here comes Caleb Hall once again to the outside of the next Sessoms. Caleb Hall has found something in that race car. And he is the fastest car on the racetrack. Running his best lap on lap 38. 3 laps to go for Dustin Lane. Caleb Hall going to get around Bobby Sessoms. That's going to move him up to 9th. Meanwhile, though, Dustin Lane pops sickle sticks in the air. White flag this time. 1 lap to go. He's going to work off of turn number 4. Dustin Lane going to try to almost lap the field. Up off the corner. Dustin Lane going to be your twin 1 late model stock race winner here. Lee Jones comes home 2nd. Noah Allison rounds out your top 3. Sarah Billiter rounds out 4th. Aaron Sessoms 5th. And Cody Demers rounds out your top 6. Taking a quick look at your results. Greg Minning comes home 7th. Victoria Sessoms 8th. Caleb Hall 9th. Bobby Sessoms rounds out your top 10. David Hall 11th. Robert Taylor 12th. Jonathan Sessoms 13th. Tommy Blair 14th. And Dalton Chubb rounds out your top 15. Well, that was a good one. These guys are going to go make some adjustments, get some tires on them, the right sides, and then they're going to turn around, and we're going to go again for twin number 2. But up next, we got the Legends. And oh boy, everybody loves the Legends. Here we go, though. The Legends are going to go for 25 big ones here tonight. 20 big ones, excuse me. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and
And if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022. Welcome back here to Elevated TV as we present to you the Fireman's Birthday Bash here. Want to thank everybody that's tuning in so far. Hope everybody's enjoying the first two races. Neighbors won the first race in the Thunder Roadsters, dominated. And then Dustin Lane, after a late race caution with Greg Minning and Bobby Sessoms getting in each other, and Greg Minning resulted in getting in the wall and causing the caution. Dustin Lane got around Lee Jones after Lee Jones kind of took off with it in the first half and dominated the second part. So we're looking to see who's going to get the win here in the Legend feature as we get the field set to go for 20 laps here in this one. So we give you your starting lineup real fast. Row 1 is going to be Robert Sessoms and Caleb Hall. Row number 2 is going to be Dalton Chupp, Victoria Sessoms. Row 3, Cody Demers, Dustin Lane. Row 4 is going to be Lee Jones and Aaron Sessoms. Row 5 going to be Sarah Billiter, Greg Minning. Row 6, Jonathan Sessoms, John Robinson. How in the world they keep starting next to each other, I don't know, but it always happens. Row 7 going to be Noah Allison and David Hall. And then rounding out the row 8, going to be the 41 of Tommy Blair. I don't know how in the world they keep doing that, but they always manage to start next to each other. So, one to go this time by the Barney the Iracing flagman, Robert Sessoms. He's dominated all day long. He was fastest in practice, in the first practice. Made some adjustments. Fell back to dead last in the second practice. Qualified on the pole. Here we go. 20 laps of Legend action for twin race number 1. Robert Sessoms. Caleb Hall going to lead him into the restart or start zone. Green flag in the air. We're underway.
Caleb Hall battling on the outside, and Robert Sessoms with a big run down the backstretch. He's been fastest all day. Can Caleb Hall have something to do with him? Here comes Caleb Hall looking to stick on the outside, try to get to him. Here comes Caleb Hall. Robert Sessoms driving away with it. As we take a quick look here, here comes Caleb Hall, battle for your race lead off into 1, 3. Caleb Hall right there on the back bumper of him, trying to all over the back end of him. This is a battle for your race leads. We got 19 laps to go. Can Caleb Hall get to him? Here he comes, ducks to the outside. Robert Sessom's going to throw a block on him. Here comes Dalton Chupp, though. Meanwhile, as we look back here, Jonathan Sessom's working on the bottom of that 03 number green Skull machine. Here comes the 33. Through the middle. Got that B1 on the outside working the top. Here comes the 66 of Dustin Lane to work with him. Dustin going to go to the outside. B1 going to be left all alone. Here he comes digging on the outside. Big run down the back straightaway for the B1 bomber of Cody Demers. Down off into turn number 1. B1 still trying to get around the old girlfriend of 019 of Sarah Billiter. Dustin Lane looking there. Here comes Sessoms. Sessoms looking to bottom. Here comes Dustin Lane looking to thought about putting it 3 wide. Didn't do it. Kind of glad he didn't. Big battle. Here comes Sessoms on the outside. This all going on for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Meanwhile, up front, Caleb Hall trying to run down your race leader. Dalton Chupp right there as well. 13 laps to go in this one. Everybody's still right there. Here comes Robbins. Robbins looking to the inside of the 03 machine. Ducking to the outside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Big run there. As Robbins almost puts the 03 of Sessoms on the outside fence. Robbins driving like he's a maniac on the racetrack here. Up front, though, Dustin Lane and Sarah Billett are still working it out, though. Here comes the back traffic. The 20 machine, Greg Menning. Robbins, Sessoms duking it out. They just can't get away from each other. Here comes Robbins looking to the inside of the 20 machine. This is all going on for last. As meanwhile, Caleb Hall reeling in that number 62 with 10 laps to go. Can he get to him? Will he get to him? Here we go. 9 laps to go to decide a winner in this one. Caleb Hall trying to drive the wheels off that number 05 as we go on board with him here. Caleb Hall driving it off into the corner. Down low. Up off of 2. Back down the back straightaway. Almost 100 mile an hour into the corners here at Southern National Motorsports Park on one of these little Hot Wheels machines. Robert Sessoms qualified out of the pole. He's looking to keep it. Here comes Chupp. Chupp looking to get to the second place. He says, I want some of Caleb Hall. Five laps to go. Does anybody have anything for the 62 machine of Robert Sessoms? Robert Sessoms has had a fast legend car all day long. And he is showing just why he's been fast. He struggled in second practice. Fastest in first practice. Qualified on the pole. Up off the corner. 3 laps to go over the 62 of Robert Sessoms. Dalton Chupp trying to get to the back bumper of the 05 machine of Caleb Hall. Robert Sessoms last lap, 1909. Caleb Hall, 1974. Dalton Chupp in 1908. So, Dalton Chupp is faster than your race leader that last lap. Coming through with 3 and 4. Up off of 4. White flag in the air. One more time around for the 62 machine. Doesn't look like anybody's going to get to him. Down into 3 and 4. Up off of turn number 4. Your legend twin one race winner going to be Robert Sessoms. Caleb Hall comes home second. Dalton Chupp rounds out your top 3. Taking a quick look here at results. Lee Jones comes home 4th. Cody Deemer's top 5. Dustin Lane 6th. Sarah Billiter 7th. Tommy Blair 8th. Victoria Sessoms 9th. Aaron Sessoms with the top 10. Noah Allison 11th. John Robbins 12th. Greg Benning 13th. Jonathan Sessoms 14th. And David Hall comes home with the top 15. Wow, what a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. Well, up next we got 20 laps of Chargers. 20 laps going to the Chargers. So, that being said, don't go anywhere. We'll have more coming to you here in just a moment.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Low. 4 wide at the stripe. For all his work here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome back here as qualifying has just concluded, where Noah Allison picks up the pole award here in the Chargers. So that'll be your starting row. Front row will be Noah Allison and Dalton Chupp. So that'll be the way they roll off for the feature here for the front row. So guys, want to get your opinion. We got the Southern Ground Pounders coming up next for that 20-lap feature. We got at the end of the night, we got a 300-lap street stock race. 300 laps, 32 cars, best of the best going at it for 300 big ones around the Southern National Motorsports Park. We'll have a little race format when we get to that point, but Let me know down in the chat who you're rooting to win there. Let me know. And you can't pick yourself. If you're in the chat, you cannot pick yourself. Let me know who you're rooting to win for the 300 lap feature. So we get a starting lineup here. Noah Allison and Dalton Chupp will be row number 1. Row 2 going to be Caleb Hall, Jonathan Sessoms. Row 3, John Riddle, Lee Jones. Row 4, Greg Minning, David Hall. Row 5, Victoria Sessoms, Robert Taylor. Row 6, Sarah Billiter, Cody Demers. Row 7, Aaron Sessoms, Dustin Lane. And that will round out your top 14 cars. Jonathan Sessoms struggled all week, all night, all day, I should say, in practice. And had a good qualifying run here in the 55. Starting 4th on the outside behind Dalton Chupp. They're going to come to 1 to go this time. 1 to go. Noah Allison in his first ever Charger feature looking to get a first win here tonight. Down the back straightaway. 20 laps is the distance. 20 laps is the distance. Here we go. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Through turns 1 and 2, Noah Allison with a big jump. Here comes Dalton Chupp back on the outside. Big strong push by Jonathan Sessoms as they work down into 3 and 4. Jonathan Sessoms right there on the back bumper of that number 18 of Dalton Chupp as he's going to push him down the front stretch. Jonathan Sessoms trying to clear the number 24. Here comes Caleb Hall at number 7. Jonathan Sessoms up on the outside of the 24, Noah Allison being pushed by the 90 or 80 of Lee Jones. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms. Jonathan Sessoms going to clear Noah Allison through 1 and 2. Lee Jones on the back bumper, that number 55. Lee Jones, 55. Oh, he's going to cut Noah Allison off. He's going to clear, move Jonathan Sessoms up to 2nd. Here comes Lee Jones trying to get around Noah for 3rd. Meanwhile, right behind them, Caleb Hall, David Hall, battle of the halls as they work down the backstretch. Here comes that number 7 machine of Caleb Hall working on the outside of the 24 machine. Looking to crack the top 4. He's had good runs all night. He's looking for even more. Here he goes down the back straightaway. Caleb Hall and that number 7 machine. Big run down the back straightaway. Robert Sessoms, David Hall right there behind him. Caleb Hall going to clear. Meanwhile, you got Jonathan Sessoms trying to run down Dalton Chupp in that number 18 machine. Trying to close the gap. "13 laps to go. Can Jonathan Sessoms do it?" Meanwhile, we look a little bit further back. Allison finally gets on the outside. Here comes Caleb Hall and Lee Jones, it said. Robert Taylor moves up to 4th. Here comes Demers. Demers looking to crack the top 5. So we got 12 laps to go. Demers coming down pit road. A problem on that number 1 machine. Not too sure what's going on there, but Cody Demers looking to be out of this one. Maybe he just put the wrong pit stop in. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms. This is going to help him. He's going to have lap traffic. That's going to give him a run on the 18 machine. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms going to the outside off of 3. Battle for your race lead on the front stretch. Here comes Fireman on the outside. Jonathan Sessoms in that number 55. He's going to go to the outside of the 18 to Dalton Chupp. 9 laps to go. Can Jonathan Sessoms pick up his win here in the Chargers? Down side by side off of turn number 4. Fight for your race lead. Here comes the 55 machine. The Tri-City towing on the outside. New race leader here at Southern National for your Chargers. Goes to Jonathan Sessoms. Meanwhile, Aaron Sessoms, not too sure if something went wrong there, but everybody scattered out. Lap traffic all in the mix. Here comes Caleb Hall trying to get to the back bumper of the 1 machine. 6 laps to go in this one. Aaron Sessom's on the 41 machine, a lap down. Cody Deemer's on the 1 machine, a lap down. They're going to hang to the bottom. Let the faster cars go to the outside. 4 laps to go. Jonathan Sessoms took the race lead with 8 laps to go from Dalton Chupp. Dalton Chupp led it from the beginning. 3 laps to go. Jonathan Sessom's going to come around, get the popsicle sticks to see if he can cruise away to victory. As here comes Caleb Hall, looking to go to the outside of Dalton Chupp for second. Here they come, down the back front straightaway, side by side, 2 laps to go. Caleb Hall trying to get another second place here. As they work through 3 and 4, white flag in the air. Jonathan Sessom's going to drive away with it. Here comes Caleb Hall. Here comes Caleb Hall. He's going to move up to second. On the back straightaway. Up off of turn number 4, your Charger feature winner, Jonathan Sessoms. Caleb Hall are going to come home second. Dalton Chupp rounds out your top 3. Wow, what a race. Taking a quick look here at your results. Jonathan Sessoms. Jonathan Sessoms with the win. Caleb Hall comes home second. Dalton Chupp third. And Robert Taylor fourth. Dustin Lane fifth. Noah Allison sixth. Sarah Billiter seventh. Greg Manning eighth. John Riddle ninth. Victoria Sessoms rounds out your top 10. David Hall 11th. Lee Jones 12th. Aaron Sessoms 13th, a lap down. And Cody Deemers lap down in the 14th position. Well, don't go anywhere, because up next we got the Southern Ground Pounders. The Southern Ground Pounders are going to duke it out for 25 laps. And that's going to be exciting. If you've never seen our Southern Ground Pounders, you're going to be in for a treat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a minute.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is Iracing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022. Welcome back here to Elevated TV as we present Fireman's Birthday Bash here. And on track, you see the Southern Ground Pounders. But before we advance the session, I just got told by the pit officials that the 51 of Greg Menning and the 65 of Bobby Sessom's crew members were down in the pits fighting. So they got them situated, but that's looking to not be good for the twin race number 2. You might see a little bit of excitement in that, so you don't want to miss the second race. And because it's going to be good. So did get word, though, from down low that Bobby Sessoms and Greg Menning were fighting in the pits, the crew members. So, Southern Ground Pounders. If you've never seen Southern Ground Pounders, this is going to be a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. So we take a quick look here at your starting lineup. Row 1 is going to be Stephen Capiccia and Frank Latoya Jr. Row 2 going to be Blake Custer, Jimmy Page. Row 3 going to be Jonathan McKinney and Ronnie Williams. Row 4 going to be Jeremy Wolf and Dan Wilners. Row 5, William Laurer, Greg Menning. Row 6, Ben Rowe, Brandon Varney. Row 7 going to be Cassius Clark. So, modifieds, super lates, all in one class. There's a modified winner, there's a super late model winner. So it's going to be a good one. One to go this time by. One lap to go as we roll back down in to 1. Fans, let me know who your pick to win is in the modifieds. Let me know who your pick is to win in the supers. Get on your feet, fans. Let them hear it as you got the ground pounding Southern Ground Pounders going to roll through 3 and 4. Up the turn number 4. We're going to give you all the excitement here at Southern National. Down the front, field works back down the front straight away. Stephen Capich still out front, but here comes the 2 of Frank Latoya Jr. on the outside, working down in the 3. Here he comes. Side by side for first, side by side for third, side by side for fifth. 2 by 2 by 2. Here comes Frank on the outside, but the Stephen Capich working on the bottom. Here he comes down through 3 and 4 again. 4 laps at 25. Here comes Jimmy Page. 4-way battle for your race lead as they work back down in a 3. Here comes the 00. Jimmy Page taking a look at 3 wide down the middle. Here comes the 11 of Blake Cluster looking to go there. Nobody giving an inch. Here they come up at 3, 2, back down the front straightaway. Frank Latoya Jr. going to go to the point. The 1 car trying to make his way back up there as we got 20 laps to go. Meanwhile, we're looking back here at your supers. They're kind of single file, nobody really racing. But meanwhile, back up front, it's a 4-car battle for your race lead. Here comes Page on the outside. Here comes Blake Crusher. Blake Crusher looking through the bottom. Back down the back straight away they roll. Here comes Blake Cluster. Thought about making it 3 wide. The one car, Stephen Nick, worked at the bottom. Frank Latoya Jr. driving away with it. Races for second. 16 laps to go this time. Here off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Right now you got a good little battle for third. Here comes that 50 of Ronnie Williams. Ronnie Williams with power on the outside of the number 11 of Blake Cluster. Here comes Ronnie Williams, still trying to battle, still trying to power it around. Meanwhile, coming back here to your things, Dan Winter. Dan Winter in the late model lead right now. He's leading the super lates. Meanwhile, here comes Ronnie Williams trying to get around Blake Cluster. Blake Cluster, he's going to do that to turn number 1. Coming back by next 10 laps to go for Frank Latoya Jr. Through 3 and 4, up off of 4. Frank Latoya Jr. with 10 laps to go. Meanwhile, we got a little battle here for second. Here comes Jimmy Page looking to the inside of the 1 machine. The 1's going to give it to him. They work back down the track stretch. This going on for your second place in your modifieds. One car not giving it up yet, trying to use the momentum up off the back stretch. Right here. Here comes Ford on the outside of Jimmy Page. Still side by side for your second. Back down the front stretch. Meanwhile, though, Frank Latoya Jr. out front there. See, he works down the back straightaway. There you see him in that number 2 machine. 5 laps to go. Does not look like nobody's going to get to him. Meanwhile, Jonathan McKinney and Blake Cluster duking it out for last here in the modifieds. This is for 5th and 6th, though, overall. Three laps to go. Next time by, 2 to go for Frank Latoya Jr. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. One more time around for Frank. Dan Winters leading your super late models. Up off of turn number 4. Your modified winner going to be Frank Latoya Jr. And off of turn number 4, Dan Winter going to win the super late models of the Southern Ground Powders. Frank Latoya wins overall. Dan Winter comes home with the win in the supers. What a race that was. Alrighty, up next we got the Ford division. The Ford division always puts on a good little show here at the Southern National Motorsports Park, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for more here at Southern National.
coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loba is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Low. 4 wide at the stripe. For all he's with here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's gonna back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome back here at the Southern National Raceway Park. We just completed up 4 division qualifying, so we're going to get the session advanced and give you your starting lineup for the 4 divisions. Remember, we still got a lot of racing left here tonight. Still got the 4 division, then we got Roadster Twin 2, Late Model Stock Twin 2, Legend Twin 1, Charger Twin 1, and then 300 laps of street stock action. Still got a lot of racing. Don't want to miss it. Gonna give you your starting lineup real fast. Row 1, gonna be Wyatt Marshburn and David Hall. Row 2, gonna be Dalton Chupp, Cody Demers. Row 3, gonna be Aaron Sessoms and Noah Allison. Row 4, gonna be Victoria Sessoms, Lee Jones. Row 5, gonna be Robert Taylor and Jonathan Sessoms. Row 6, gonna be Greg Minning and Sarah Billiter. Row 7, and final starting row, gonna be Dustin Lane and Caleb Hall. Well, 15 laps is the distance for these. If you're starting in the back, you got a lot of ground to make up to get to the front in 15 laps. You got to drive your butt off. So, can be done. I have seen it done, and it can be done. So, we're going to see Caleb Hall has won every 4 division race that has been taking place so far, and he is starting dead last, shotgun on the field. So, got a lot of work to do to win this one if he wants to continue being undefeated here in the 4 division. Here we go. Coming through 1 and 2. Wyatt Marshburn, David Hall. Gonna lead him to the green. Green flag in the air. Through turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Wyatt Marshburn with a great big old jump down the back stretch. The outside line still hanging tough though. Still 2 by 2 by 2. Wyatt Marshburn not gaining any, but not losing any. Here comes David Hall. Whoa, we're still side by side. Nobody wanting to give an inch. Nobody pushing. Whoa, David Hall going to pinch off the 43 machine of Dalton Chupp. It's Wyatt Marshburn going to clear everybody. And the battle going to be for second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. David Hall almost wrecking Aaron Sessoms. Aaron Sessoms, David Hall, and Cody Demers, of course, coming down pit road. Aaron Sessoms going to go from 6th to 3rd. Now they got to run down the leaders. Aaron Sessoms still working the bottom, still making it work. 10 laps to go in this one. Dalton Chupp still out front, trying to catch Wyatt Marshburn. Aaron Sessom's going to clear Noah Allison. They take over that third position. Trying to get clear. He's going to do that. Meanwhile, here comes Dalton Chupp, though. Dalton Chupp there, 9 laps to go. Remember, we seen lap traffic cause a problem here in the Chargers to give Jonathan Sessoms the win. Will Dalton Chupp take the win over Wyatt Marshford? Dalton Chupp right there on the back bumper of that number 17 Machina Wyatt Marshford. The 43s versus the 17. Who wants it more? 7 laps to go in this one. Aaron Sessoms was cleared out, and he's trying to run him down as well. 7 laps to go. Dalton Chupp thought about going to the outside, lost a lot of momentum because of it. Now he's got to reach all that momentum back, and we got 6 to go. Lap traffic not looking to be a big problem here. Five to go. Meanwhile, back here in the back, it is the hornet's nest of everybody. Looks like the bottom where you want to be. 5 laps to go. Here comes Sarah Billiter. 3 wide through the middle. Laps to go, though, and everybody trying to do something, trying to go somewhere. Here comes the, I'm not sure who that is, I believe that is Dustin Lane through the middle. Meanwhile, though, popsicle sticks in the air for Wyatt Marshford. He's going to come off of turn number 4, white flag in the air. Dalton Chupp going to run out of time. White flag for Wyatt Marshford. Back down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4. Up off of 4. Your race winner going to be Wyatt Marshford. Wyatt Marshford going to round out your top. Your winning position, Dalton Chupp, Aaron Sessoms rounds out your top 3. Taking a quick look at your results. Wyatt Marshford, Dalton Chupp, Aaron Sessoms, Victoria Sessoms, Robert Taylor rounds out your top 5. Greg Minning, Jonathan Sessoms, Dustin Lane, Noah Allison, Caleb Hall rounds out your top 10. Lee Jones, Sarah Billiter, David Hall, and Cody Demers rounds out your top 14. What a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. And they're only getting better as we go repeat for twin number 2s for your Roadster, Late Model, Legend, and Chargers. And who's ready for the big one? The 300 lap street stock. That's going to be all coming up here in just a few minutes on Elevated TV. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back here with more at Southern National.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
We're back here at Southern National as the second twin has been set here tonight as we take a quick look. Row 1 going to be Dalton Chupp and Jonathan Sessoms. Row 2 going to be Robert Taylor, Cody Demers. Cody Demers 1, twin number 1. Justin Lane, Wyatt Marshburn. Row 4, Aaron Sessoms, Sarah Billiter. Row 5 going to be Caleb Hall, Lee Jones. Row 6, Victoria Sessoms, David Hall. Row 7, Greg Menning and Noah Allison. And that will round out your 14-car starting field. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Low. 4 wide at the stripe. For all his work here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more. Here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022. Welcome back here to the Southern National Motorsports Park as we have got the field set for twin number 2 here tonight. We take a quick look running down here. Noah Allison and Greg Menning will start on row number 1. Row 2 going to be Jonathan Sessoms and Bobby Sessoms. Row 3 going to be Aaron Sessoms and Robert Taylor. Row 4, David Hall, Lee Jones. Row 5 going to be Caleb Hall, Dalton Chupp. Row 6 going to be Cody Deemers, Dustin Lane. Row 7 going to be Victoria Sessoms and Sarah Billiter. And row 8 going to be Tommy Blair. And hey guys, look! All the colors and paints have loaded in this time. Yay! Here we go, my boys. Sessoms, Taylor, right there together. Green flag in the air, we're underway. Through turns 1 and 2, the 51 of Greg Menning on the outside of the 01 of Noah Allison. Here we go. Noah, he's going to clear Noah. Here comes Sessoms. Bobby Sessoms working on the outside of Noah Allison as well. He's going on for the second position. No, Bobby Sessoms trying to clear him as they work back down the into 1. Bobby Sessoms working on the 01 machine. 01 going to push up a little bit. Sessoms and Menning. You seen they had problems in the first race. They started right behind him. Sessoms trying to get to him. Allison not giving up. Sessoms on the outside. Here comes Taylor. Taylor trying to work with Bobby Sessoms as they work down the front straightaway. 5 laps to go. Sessoms going to cut the nose off the 01. Sessoms going to run down Menning. Menning and Sessoms not okay with each other right now. Meanwhile, we take a little bit further back. Aaron Sessom's working the bottom, trying to get to the outside of the field. Outside line where you want to be. The bottom not where you want to be. Here comes Aaron Sessom. He's finally got to the outside. Now I can start making some mind out. Ground up, trying to follow Dalton Chupp. No, he's not going to follow Dalton Chupp. He's going to stay on the outside. Meanwhile, John Sessoms finally has got to the outside. Dalton Chupp trying to push him as well. Here comes Aaron Sessoms trying to work with him as well. Dalton Chupp going to dive to the bottom. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms. He's going to go to the outside of Lee Jones. Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3. Jonathan Sessoms in that number 19. Lee Jones in the 262. Laps complete. Jonathan Sessom still trying to get around the 19 machine, or the 262 machine. Followed by his brother right there behind him. Meanwhile, though, out front, Greg Minning with an astounding lead over Bobby Sessoms. Bobby Sessoms trying to catch him. 1.7 seconds separates the two. Bobby Sessoms trying to run him down. 13 laps of 40. Meanwhile, as they go back, everybody kind of gotten around Dalton Chupp. Dalton Chupp was a roadblock in the way. 14 laps of 40. Greg Minning opening the gap up. Bobby Sessom's trying to reel him in. Bobby Sessoms really needs a caution. David Hall. David Hall on the 40, Caleb Hall on the 9. Duking it out. Here comes the B1 down the left ball on the outside of Lee Jones. Halfway to go here in twin race number 2. Everybody's still single file right now. Dustin Lane, Dalton Chupp, side by side as they work down the back straightaway. Jonathan Sessom sitting there in 5th, trying to catch Robert Taylor for the 4th position. Dustin Lane, though, right there in the 201. Whoa! Dalton Chupp about cuts the nose off the 2014 machine. $16 laps to go in this one. And Bobby Sessom's closing the gap. Closing the gap little by little on the 51 of Minning. Here comes Hall. Caleb Hall trying to get around Dustin Lane. He's going to do that just as well. Jonathan Sessoms trying to catch the 2 machine. The 2 machine trying to catch Noah Allison. Here he comes. Here comes Taylor on the outside of Noah Allison, just going on for the 3rd position. Whoa! Allison gonna push up. Here comes Taylor. Taylor to the outside. Taylor gonna push to the outside, move Taylor up to the top 3. Sessoms wanting to put his nose into it. Meanwhile, here comes Hall. Hall going around, kick Dalton Chuck for the 9th position. Move him up to 9th. Meanwhile, the Sessoms, Minning. There you see Minning. 10 laps to go. Robert Taylor. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms trying to crack the top 4. Trying to go around Allison. Going on for the 4th position. Sessoms going to clear Allison. Now he's going to go run down Robert Taylor. Meanwhile, though, Minning. 7 laps to go, and he is driving away from Bobby Sessoms. Bobby Sessoms looks to have burnt his tires up trying to catch him. Meanwhile, though, here comes Lee Jones on the outside of Aaron Sessoms to take over the 6th position. Here comes Sarah Billiter working on the 14 machine of Dustin. We got Demers in the B1 Bomber right there behind him in the Robbins Racing number B1. Here comes Victoria Sessoms. Victoria working on the outside of the B1. Sarah trying to work. Got the girls on the outside, the boys in the bottom. Four laps to go. There you see your race leader. Will this cause Bobby Sessoms to get to the back bumper? He's got 3 laps to catch him. 2 laps now. Will Bobby Sessoms reel the 51 machine in? Oh no! No, no, no. Caution flag gonna fly to set up a green, white checkered here tonight. Oh no. Looks like Dustin Lane gonna bring out the caution. There you see the 14 machine. That's not what Greg Minning wanted to see, but that's probably what Sessoms wanted to see. No way, 3 laps to go. This one's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. So we got cars on pit road. Tommy Blair, Sarah Billiter, Dustin Lane, Aaron Sessoms, Robert Taylor. Robert Taylor gonna go down pit road. Here comes the 65 of Bobby Sessoms down pit road. That's gonna move Jonathan Sessoms up to 2nd. All kinds of cars coming down pit road here. See if any more cars are going to make the trip down pit road. Everybody going to, it looks like the 284 car are going to come back down pit road. Green flag in the air. And the white flag. Final lap. Minning looks like he's going to get it, but Sessom's going to go home second due to Bobby Sessom's pitting. Up off the corner. Race winner going to be Greg Minnings. Dalton Chubb still coming out of pit road. Taking a quick look here at your results. Jonathan Sessoms comes home second. Noah Allison third. David Hall fourth. Caleb Hall fifth. Tommy Blair sixth. Dustin Taylor seventh. Robert Taylor eighth. Lee Jones ninth. Aaron Sessoms rounds out your top 10. Bobby Sessoms 11th. Cody Demers 12th. Sarah Billiter 13th. Victoria Sessoms 14th. And Dalton Chubb rounds out your top 15. Well, that's going to end the night. Greg Minnings wins the first one. The second one, Dustin Lane wins the first one. Up next, the second twin for your legends. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more here in just a few moments.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson. Unbelievable finish. It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Low. 4 wide at the stripe. For all he's worth here on this outside line, neck and neck. Who's gonna back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
Welcome back here to the Southern National Motorsports Park for race number 2 for your legends. As we take a quick look here at your starting lineup, John Robbins and Dustin Lane will roll off on road 1. Road 2 will be Noah Allison and David Hall. Road 3 going to be Greg Manning and Dalton Chubb. Road 4 going to be Jonathan Sessoms and Aaron Sessoms. Road 5 going to be Caleb Hall, Sarah Billiter. Row 6, going to be Tommy Blair, Cody Demers. Row 7, going to be Robert Sessoms, Lee Jones. Robert Sessoms won the twin number 1, so he's got a lot of work to do to get to the front. Final row, going to be Victoria Sessoms. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening and enjoying all the races here on Elevated TV here at the Southern National Motorsports Park for Fireman's Birthday Bash. It's been some really good racing so far, and looks like it's starting to get a little dark, and the street stocks might be racing into the night. So, gonna be a fun, gonna be interesting, gonna be an exciting night of racing here to cap things up for the birthday bash for Fireman. Here we go. Green flag coming in the air this time. John Robbins, Dustin Lane, Noah Allison, and David Hall gonna lead them into the restart zone. Down off into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side. Here comes David Hall. We're already 3 wide for the race lead off into 3 and 4. David Hall looking to try to get by John Robbins. John Robbins at number 19 on the bottom. They work down into 1 and 2. 3-way battle for your race lead, and they're 3 and 4 and 5 wide. And here comes David Hall looking on the outside of John Robbins as they work off of turn number 4. Side by side, almost off of 4. Robbins going to open the lead up there off of 1. Meanwhile, Greg Minning, David Hall still side by side. Here comes Jonathan Sessoms through the middle. 3 wide on Dalton Chupp, Dustin Lane. Here comes Caleb Hall looking to do the same thing as well. Down the back, front straightaway. Jonathan Sessoms going to cut the nose off the number 17. Whoa, 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 whoa. As we got the 17 laps to go. Coming to 16 this time. Everybody's scattered out everywhere. Minnings, though, trying to run down Robbins. Robbins with a big lead there, but a couple car lengths. 15 laps to go. This one still anybody's game. As we go back up front, Minnings starting to close the gap on the number 19 machine of John Robbins. Aaron Sessoms having a problem. Robert Sessoms having problems. Billiter. Everybody's still having problems. Here comes David Hall on the outside of the 03 of Jonathan Sessoms. They work down back into 3. Coming to 11 laps to go. Caleb Hall all over the back bumper of the 03 machine of Jonathan Sessoms trying to crack into the top 4. Jonathan Sessoms trying to run down Noah Allison in that number 24 machine. Minning still trying to run down John Robbins. Robbins still right there with him though. Seven laps to go, and Robbins getting ran down by Minnings. Greg Minnings closing the gap. And Minnings right there, 0.3 back, coming to 5 to go. Can Minnings get to him? 5 to go in this one. Minnings reeling him in little by little. 4 laps to go this time by. Right now, the battle's for the race lead. Three laps to go. Does Mennings have time to get to the number 19? Or will the 19 of John Robbins get to it? Here comes Mennings. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go for the 19. White flag off for turn number 4. One more time around. Mennings looking to run out of time. Not gonna get to him. Up into 3 and 4. He led flag to flag this one. Twin number winner gonna be John Robbins. Greg Minning comes home second. Noah Allison is your top 3. Taking a quick look here at your race results. Jonathan Sessoms rounds out 4th, Caleb Hall 5th, Dalton Shupp 6th, David Hall 7th, Dustin Lane 8th, Tommy Blair 9th, Victoria Sessoms top 10, Cody Deemers 11th, Sarah Billiter 12th, Robert Sessoms 13th, Aaron Sessoms 14th, and Lee Jones comes home 15th. Some really good racing right there in that one. Thought come down to the end there with Greg Mannings trying to catch him. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got one more feature until the main event. We got the Charger Twin number 2 for 20 laps. And then we're going 300 laps to cap off the Fireman's Birthday Bash. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Welcome back here once again to the Southern National for our final race before the big one. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start this one, let me know if you're ready for the grand finale, the big 300 lapper. Let me know if that's what you're here to watch. When we got 32 street stocks that will take on Southern National for 300 laps, 32 of them. They raced a bunch. And they done a lot. So we'll have the format right after this race, and we'll go from there. So here we go. Row 1 going to be Noah Allison and Aaron Sessoms. Row 2 going to be Dustin Lane, Caleb Hall. Row 3 going to be David Hall, Cody Demers. Row 4 going to be Robert Taylor, Lee Jones. Row 5 going to be Jonathan Sessoms, Sarah Billiter. Row 6 going to be Dalton Chupp, Victoria Sessoms. Row 7 going to be John Riddle and Greg Minning, rounding out your 14 starting cars. We seen Aaron Sessoms win from starting P2 last night in the Charger feature. So can he do it again tonight? He had to have borrowed Demers' carburetor last night because he has no sponsors and won the race. So he must have borrowed somebody's carburetor last night. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure if you haven't already done so, make sure you share this live out on Facebook. Get everybody in here for the 300 lapper. It's going to be long. It's going to be intense. We're going to duke it out here for 20 laps though first. Green flags in the air. We're underway for this one. Aaron Sessoms with a big run back down the back straightaway. Caleb Hall trying to push Aaron Sessoms right around him. Trying to get around Noah Allison. Here it comes down into turn number 1 and 2. Up off the corner. Aaron Sessoms going to be the race leader here with 19 laps to go. Aaron Sessoms going to try to drive around. Here comes Caleb Hall though. Caleb Hall looking the outside as well. Being pushed by the one of Demers. Demers trying to push Caleb Hall to the front. Caleb going to go to second. Here comes the one machine of Cody Demers being pushed by the 80 of Lee Jones. Noah Allison being freight trained by the cars on the outside. 16 laps to go this time. Here we go. The one car going around him on the top. 3rd goes to Cody Demers. Noah Allison going to try to get her up. Nope. Here comes Lee Jones. Lee Jones working on him. Dustin Lane not happy with the 24 machine. Here comes the 17 and others. Meanwhile, though, Caleb Hall starting to reel in the 41 machine of Aaron Sessoms. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide. Sarah Billiter through the middle. Sarah put it 3 wide through the middle of Lee Jones and Dustin. And whoa, whoa, whoa. Caleb Hall is catching Aaron Sessoms in a hurry. Can Caleb Hall get a win here tonight? Aaron Sessoms and Caleb Hall and Cody Demers, your top 3, have not yet won tonight. They're looking for their first win on the night. Here comes Hall. Hall looking to get to the back bumper of him. Aaron Sessoms, though, looking to try to keep it out front. 11 laps to go. Next time by, 10 laps to go. Can he hang on? Or will Caleb Hall get to him? Back down the back straightaway. Caleb Hall's on the back bumper of the number 41 machine. Battle for your race lead here. Aaron Sessoms trying to hang on to it. Here comes Caleb Hall to the outside of the 41 machine. 10 laps to go in this one. Aaron Sessoms trying to hold up the 7 machine. Cody Demers wanting to put his nose in it as well. We're about to have a 3-car battle for the lead. Here comes Aaron Sessoms. Aaron Sessoms still hanging on the outside or the inside of the 7 machine. Here comes Caleb Hall, though. New race leader here at Southern National with 8 laps to go. Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall trying to drive away from the number 41. Can the 41 of Aaron Sessoms reel him back in? Or did Aaron burn his stuff up already? Caleb Hall starting to drive away from this one. Meanwhile, we take a look back here. Robert Taylor, Jonathan Sessoms. Jonathan Sessoms won twin number 1. He's up to 10. Started deep in the field, worked his way up, trying to work his way up to the outside. So we got 5 laps to go in this one. Pole sitter still not able to get to the outside yet. And that 24. Meanwhile, though, 4 laps to go, make it 3. And Caleb Hall out front. Driving away with it. Up off of turn number 4, 2 laps to go for Caleb Hall. Down through 1 and 2. Perfect down the backstretch. Through 3 and 4. Got to hit these last 4 corners on his marks. White flag in the air. One more time around for the number 7. Good through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch. Into 3. Off of turn number 3 and 4. Your race winner going to be Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall comes home with the win. Aaron Sessom second. Cody Demers comes home third. A quick look here at your results. Sarah comes home 4th, Victoria Sessoms comes home 5th, Lee Jones 6th, Robert Taylor 7th, Jonathan Sessoms 8th, Greg Manning 9th, Noah Allison 10th, John Riddle 11th, Dustin Lane 12th, Dalton Chubb 13th, David Hall rounds out your top 14 cars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the main event of the evening. 300 laps of street stock action coming to you here in about 5 minutes. These guys are going to get out there, they're going to qualify and see who's going to get the pole for tonight's main event. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for qualifying and to give you the race format for tonight's 300 laps.
Racing is
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more. Here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible.
Welcome back, everybody, as we got qualifying on tap to see who's going to capture the pole. John McLaren with the pole so far right now. Robert Sessoms with the pole, boys! Travis Moore with the pole. Dalton Chuck the second. Aaron Sessoms the fifth. Jonathan Sessoms the eighth. Who's gonna get it? One more lap around for the street stocks. Actually, no, that's going to do it. Robert Sessoms going to be the pole sitter for tonight. 300 laps with a 15.190. Robert Sessoms. There you see him. The number 17 machine. In the Monster Energy number 17 going to be your pole sitter for tonight's main event. So, while we got a few minutes, we're going to give a rundown of the format, how everything's going to work, what's going to happen, and you're going to see it. So the race is 300 laps, broken up into 3 stages. So you'll have a 100 lap a competition caution at lap 100, a competition caution at lap 250, and then it'll be a 50 lap shootout to the end. That'll be the way it works. So make sure you keep your head. Be 300 laps, 3 stages. 100 competition caution at lap 100, competition caution at lap 250, and then it'd be a 50 lap shootout till the end. That way we keep them bunched up, we keep them ready, we keep them fired up. They get 2 sets of tires, 2 fast repairs, 300 laps. Who is going to go home as the winner? You're not going to want to miss this. We're going to get down. We're going to go down here. We're going to give you driver introductions and get each and every driver an introduction. And we're going to go racing for 300 big ones here tonight. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to give you your starting lineup here tonight. Starting in the 32nd position, driving the Slapjack Diesel Boys LLC number 38. It's going to be Alex Ware. Starting to his inside in 31st, driving the Harley Davidson Motorcycles number 2 Thunderbird. Out of PA, it's going to be Greg Minning. Starting in the 30th position, in the number 19 Tree Red Ball Recycling number 19, out of Jeffersonville, Indiana, Connor Popplewell. Starting in the 29th position, in the garage number 14 entry, it's going to be Jason McAfee. Starting in the 28th position, in the number 76, it's going to be Joe Madoon. Starting 27th, in the Piedmont 44, it's going to be Josh Smith. In the 26th position, in the Purelator Thunderbird 21, out of Swansboro, North Carolina, it's going to be James Horner. To his inside, in the BAM number 4, it's going to be Mike Sharp. Starting in the 13 car, starting 24th. In the Top Notch Roofs number 13, it's going to be Nick Hedgen. To his inside, starting 23rd, in the number 3 Dale car, it's going to be Jace McElfresh. Starting in the 22nd position, in the USA Tire Robbins Racing B1, out of Muncie, Indiana, it's going to be Cody Demers. In starting 21st, in the 28 machine, it's going to be Jason Thompson. Starting, this is your 20 starting cars right here. Starting 20th, it's going to be the 10 of Roy Barquillo. Starting 19th in the 04, it's going to be Josh Sage. Starting 18th, out of Anderson, Indiana, in the number 27 Markham's Welding, it's going to be Josh Poor. Starting 17th, in the 55, out of Washington, North Carolina, it's going to be Victoria Sessoms. Starting 16th, in the Parlex Motorsports Victory RV number 69, out of Anderson, Indiana, it's going to be Andrew Cook. Starting 15th, in the number 19, out of Muncie, it's going to be Sarah. Starting 14th, in the number 20 Monte Carlo, out of Greenfield, Indiana, it's going to be Dalton Connor. Starting 13th in the USA Tire A&E, the Man Services Browns Oil Service number 22, out of Springport, Indiana, it's going to be James Kirby III. Starting 12th in the Skull number 03, out of Tarboro, North Carolina, it's going to be Jonathan Sessoms. To his inside in the number 28, Smokey and the Bandit, out of Beaufort, North Carolina, it's going to be David Hall. Here's your top 10 starting cars. In the starting 10th, in the Pilot Phylon J Elevated TV 51, out of Urbana, Ohio, it's going to be Caleb Hall. Starting 9th, in the number 48 Turbo Blue Racing Gasoline, number 48. Starting 9th, it's going to be Reagan Black. Starting 8th, in the Porter Brothers Construction number 88, it's going to be Boston Oliver. Starting 7th, in the 0, it's going to be Joe Pulley. Starting 6th, out of Tarboro, North Carolina, driving the 65 American Nightmare Cody Rhodes entry, it's going to be Aaron Sessoms. Starting 5th, in the 06, it's going to be John McLaren. Alrighty, here's your top 4 starting cars. Out of Florence, Alabama, driving the number 2, starting 4th, it's the Alabama Slammer, Dalton Chupp. Starting 3rd, in the number 11, USA Tire Brown Service A&E Tire Recycling, number 11, out of Springport, Indiana, it's going to be Jimmy Kirby. And your front row, driving the number 5, it's going to be Travis Moore. And your pole sitter for tonight, driving the number 17 Monster Energy. Out of Washington, North Carolina, it's going to be Robert Sessoms. And that is your starting car field for tonight's 300-lap main event. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The weather here tonight, 71 degrees, temperature 1 degree Fahrenheit, humidity. Track temp 71, winds west at 4 mile an hour. Here we go, field's rolling off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me know down in the chat who you're cheering on, who you're rooting for. It's main event time. 32 of the best street stocks that qualify. We had 40 of the best street stocks qualify in last night. Only took 28 or 20 from qualifying. Then we had 2 LCQs. Took the top 4 from there. That took our 28 starting cars. Then we took the top 2 from 8 cars. That put us at 30. Then we took the top 2 from a feature, and that put us at a 32 starting cars. That gets us down to here. 300 laps of action-packed racing. Here we go. Robert Sessoms, Travis Moore, green flag in the air. We're underway. Working down the back straightaway. Here comes Aaron Sessoms, already putting it 3 wide through the middle. He's already on the move, ready to go to the front. He says, I'm not playing around, I'm not messing around. Robert Sessoms going to lead lap number 1. Here comes Jimmy Kirby looking to try to get to the inside of Travis Moore on the bottom. Took it over the second position. John McLaren looking to follow him as well. Travis Moore working his way through the field. Here comes the 88 of Boston Oliver, looking to stick it 3 wide on Aaron Sessoms and Reagan Black as they work through in forward. James Kirby swaying side to side, left to right, trying to figure out where he wants to go. Field trying to get situated here. Everybody's still kind of flanned out. Roy Buckwillier right in the middle. 3 wide down the backstretch. They're going to tuck in line. Everybody's still going on as we got a battle for 6 and 7. Top 3 kind of checked out a little bit. Travis Moore still trying to work his way. Dalton Chupp on the outside in that number 2 machine. Down the back straightaway, 8 laps of 300 complete. Long ways to go. Dalton Chupp 3 wide through the middle. This going on for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Dalton Chupp trying to get through the middle. He's tired of riding behind. Whoa! Puts the 5 machine in the wall there down the front stretch. Reagan Black not going to be happy. Aaron Sessoms hoping it doesn't hold him up as much as he thinks it is. Dalton Chupp trying to go around the 88. Dalton Chupp on the move. Aaron Sessoms on the move with the 5 machine. You got to begin to wonder who's going to save, who's going to push, who's going to go hard. Meanwhile, out front, Robert Sessoms, your leader. Jimmy Kirby 2nd. John McLaren 3rd. Joe Pulley 4th. Reagan Black 5th, Boston Oliver 6th, Dalton Chupp 8th, David Hall 9th, and there's a Hornet's Nest behind him. Dalton Chupp trying to get around the 88 of Boston Oliver. This going on for the 6th position. Dalton Chupp on the outside in the number 2 machine. Boston Oliver down low in the 88. Dalton Chupp still trying to fight his way through the front. Laps ticking down very, very fast. Gotta begin to wonder when is people going to start pushing here to get to the first half of the stage. Caleb Hall still working the outside, trying to get around everybody. Jonathan Sessom saying you got to go. Jonathan Sessom saying you're in the way, Hall. You got to move. Dalton Connor trying to push Jonathan Sessom as well. All this going on. It's 18 laps of 300 complete. Hall still riding up high. Alex Ware started dead last. He's worked his way up to 21st. Taking his time, one by one, picking them off. As he works up off the 4, looking to pick off Jonathan Sessoms. Everybody's still fanned out. Robert Sessoms still out front. Jimmy Kirby second. John McLaren third. Joe Pulley fourth. Got a battle for second now. Here comes McLaren on the outside of the 11 machine. Pulley right there as well. It's all going on for the second, third, and fourth position. Regan Black looking to put his nose in there. Here comes Pulley down to the bottom. McLaren battle for the third and fourth. Caleb Hall, 3 wide through the middle with Connor Ware, Jason Thompson, Greg Minning. Nowhere to go but 3 wide for the 51 machine. Still 3 wide as they work down the backstretch. Finally going to clear. No, they're going to stay 3 wide. 51's going to stay right in the middle. He's going to hold tight. They work down the front stretch. Finally, the 51's going to get to the bottom. Robert Sessom's beginning to catch the back of the pack. Andrew Cook looking to be the first one to go a lap down. Looks like everybody just kind of biding time. Go! Thompson almost wrecks Poor there. Jason Thompson going to get to the front end of Josh Poor. Puts Josh Poor down on the bottom. He regroups. I'm still trying to hang on there. Says some struggling on the outside. Started up in the front, got on the outside, and just went straight to the back. Here comes Ware. Ware started dead last, made his way up. Looks like Robert Sessoms has finally caught lap traffic. Kirby starting to catch him as well. Sessoms trying to push Kirby, or Cook. See how this plays out here. This is a battle for the lead with the 17 and the 11. Sessoms, Kirby. Kirby on the outside. Sessoms on the bottom. Kirby knows he's got to be on the bottom. Knows he's got to figure out a way to get around him on the outside, or he knows Sessom's going to protect the bottom. Here comes Pulley. Pulley's there. Three-way battle of the race lead. Sessom's trying to figure something out. Here comes Joe Pulley to the bottom. It's almost like it's a roadblock. Nobody can go nowhere. Marquilio's good on the bottom. Cook's good, or top. Cook's good on the bottom, or even. You can't hardly pass. And Sessoms knows if he jumps to the top, he's going to be screwed. He's still not going to be able to go nowhere. Got to begin to think if you're going to see a three-wide move by one of these top three leaders right here. All this going on, James Kirby found his way on the outside. He is making it work somehow. One of the only cars to make the outside work. James Kirby in that number 22, working on the outside of the 19 is Sarah Biller. Here comes Dalton Chuck on the bottom. The 04, Josh Sage. Victoria Sessoms trying to push Kirby, trying to get him up there. Kirby very fast on the outside. Everybody just kind of holding out to the halfway caution. Then we're going to see what's going to happen. Remember, it's a 100-lap first stint, 150-lap second stint. Sessoms still trying to figure something out on the bottom. He's led lap from lap 1 to 51. He's trying to lead at the first stage caution. Robert Cecil trying to show him that the Thunderbirds can do it too. 53 laps complete. Under 50 to go till the first stage. Robert finally getting around Mark Willio. Staying to the bottom. Jimmy Kirby on the outside. Here comes Sage Sessoms. Somehow Victoria got around the 22. She's powering on the outside, making the Thunderbird work. Here comes Kirby, 3 wide to the middle. Mikkel Fresh on the bottom. Sessoms on Victoria on the outside. Sage still right there. Kirby gonna duck in behind. Whoa! Kirby gonna fit in the hole. Sessom's still trying to get around these lap traffic. Lap traffic not making it fun. Cook still fighting to stay on the lead lap. Marquilio's still fighting to stay on the lead lap. Neither one of them wanting to give an inch. The question is, at lap 100, competition caution, who's going to come down pit road? The whole field? Nobody? Couple guys? You got to begin to wonder, who's going to come down pit road? Sessom's still right there. Aquilio's still trying to fight. Cook's still trying to get around the tin machine of Aquilio for dead last. This is all going on for dead last. The 17 is your race leader. The 0 second. Kirby's in the 11's third. Here comes the rest of the field right behind him. Robert still hanging on to the top spot. Pulley still right there with him though. 70 laps, 30 to go till the first caution. Here comes Jimmy Kirby. Jimmy Kirby to the point. New race leader, Jimmy Kirby. Here comes Pulley trying to stick his nose in it. We might see 3 wide for the race lead, trying to pass lap cars. Robert back to the point. Kirby back to the point. Here comes Pulley. Kirby out front, 74-300. Aaron Sessoms, Alex Ware back here battling for 22nd, 23rd. Most exciting battling on the racetracks right here though, the 17 and the 11. Your race leaders, top 4 on top of each other, 75-300. Robert Sessom gonna go back to the point. Reagan Black, the 28, all right there as well. Laps to go until the first stage ends. Who's gonna get it? $84,300. Everybody's still riding it out, playing smart, seeing what they got. Meanwhile, Kirby out front. It's cleared Sessoms. Everybody's still on the lead lap as of right now. Looks to be so hard to pass here at the Southern National Motorsports Park. Kirby starting to catch Cook. Kirby still trying to figure out a way to get around Cook. Cook's going to make him go to the outside. Knows he's got to go to the outside. 10 laps to go to the first competition caution. Kirby trying to get around Andrew Cook, beating him to be the first lap car, lap down. Everybody kind of singled out, fouled. Everybody kind of riding, not doing too much. Robert Sessle's right there sitting in second. 5 laps to go till the halfway caution. Kirby gonna get her around Andrew Cook. Here comes Robert Sessoms. Cook gonna be the first car to go a lap down. There you see Billiter, she's made her way up to 4th. Sessoms working the outside, making her way up to 7th. Black gonna go around the 06 of John McLaren. Here comes Chuck. Alright, so when Jimmy Kirby crosses the line, caution will be out. "100 laps of green flag action." What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Now, the question is, who goes in, who stays out? Here we go, the whole field's coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the question is, who's gonna win the race off pit road? Looks like Smith, Minnings, McElfresh, Sharp, Popplewell, all going down pit road. Where? Everybody else going down pit road on the backstretch. The whole field come down pit road. Taking a quick look at your race summary. 200 laps to go. 1 caution, 1 lead change. Lot of action on pit road, ladies and gentlemen. Lot of action. Trouble there on pit road for Aaron Sessoms. He's going to lose a lot of positions. Caution light still out, trying to get the field still situated. Now, the next competition caution will come out on lap 250. Here we go, boys and girls. 1 to go. Still gonna work through 3 and 4. Jimmy Kirby, Sarah Billiter, gonna lead them to the green. Sarah Billiter going to take over the lead. As it sounds like somebody's just now coming out of the pits. Andrew Cook just now coming out of the pits. James Kirby, Dalton Connor, John McLaren, 3 wide off of 4, down in front stretch. All up front, Billiter, Kirby. $107 laps and 300 complete. And there is action everywhere. Everybody's racing hard, trying to get spots. Knows that I got 150 laps of racing. Reagan Black, Dalton Chuck, David Hall, giving them a run for their money as they work through 3 and 4. Reagan Black, Jason Thompson, Caleb Hall going to tuck out. All this going on for a top 10. Get out of there. Tried to at least. Black still hanging out on the outside. All on the bottom, still hanging tough. Chuck. Thompson. Hall. David or Caleb. Caleb Hall looking up, thinking about putting a free ride, but he doesn't do it. All this going on. Jonathan Sesson's back here dead last. Aaron Sesson's right in front of him, almost dead last. Robert Sessoms, your pole sitter, still working his way back up to through there. He's working his way back up to 15. Finding around Mike Sharp now. They must have made some adjustments on his car because he can run the top and the bottom. A 300. Alex Ware doing a really good job. 20 did last, working his way up to 21st. Meanwhile, out front, Biller Kirby trying to put Sessions and Cook a lap down. Cook's already a lap down, trying to put him another lap down. Kirby goes back to the point. Sarah trying to go back up to catch Kirby. Kirby up front right now, that number 11 machine. right in front of your race leader is almost a big accident. Everybody's still kind of just doing what they can at this point. Jimmy Kirby qualified second, led most of some of the first half, just took the lead over from Billity, and has led from here on out. Robert Sessons working on the 22 of James Kirby, the third. Working up 3 and 4 on the outside of him, down the front straightaway, side by side as they work down the front stretch. Here on lap 146. Kirby not getting up a fight on the bottom though. Sessoms has figured something out on that outside. Here comes Sharp, right in front of them though. Dalton Jump trying to get around David Hall. Caleb Hall right there trying to get around Jason Thompson. Aaron Sessom starting to make his way back up to the field. He's made his way back up to 25th. Everybody's still trying to chase that number 11 here as we got under 100 laps to go till the second competition call. Kirby still trying to fight it off. Here comes Pulley. Pulley on the outside of the 19. Sessoms through the middle. Still 3-1 as they work into 3. Aaron Cecil still 3 wide with McAfee in the 5 machine of Travis Moore. Here they come through 1 and 2. They're still 3 wide. They're still 3 wide. Madoon now. Cecil's going to go 3 wide with McLaren and Madoon. 3 wide, 3 wide. Here comes Sessom. He's on a charge to the front as he's working on the outside of Horner. Aaron Sessom said, "Get out my way, you're in the way." Here comes McAfee 3 wide through the middle. Aaron Sessom still fighting with the 21 of James Horner as they work through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Sessom's on the outside, Horner on the bottom. Sessom's going to clear him off into turn number 3. Sessom's in that number 65 machine working through down the back front stretch. Look at Caleb Hall. Caleb Hall has played his cards right. He has played every car he's passed right. And he is up into the 6th position. And here comes Boston Oliver on the outside. Kirby stuck on the bottom. Oliver on the outside. The top 3 are on the bottom. Kirby stuck on the bottom. Here comes Boston Oliver. Boston Oliver went 8th. And Caleb Hall right there in contention too, so don't allow him out. Boston Oliver on the outside of the 11. Down the back straightaway they go. Oliver with a big momentum. Big run down the back straightaway with the air to Boston Oliver. New race leader here at Southern National. On lap 169. Oliver's working on the top side. Pulley going with it. Here comes Pulley. Oliver is passing cars 3 wide, through the middle, on the bottom, on the top. He is making it look like a clinic out here in that number 88 machine. Aaron Sessom's working his way up into the top 20. Trying to get to around that number 76 machine. Battle for second. Then you got your race leader, Oliver. Struggling now. Here comes Pulley. Pulley! 3 wide for first almost. Joe Pulley with a big move there, and that number 0. Top 3 on top of each other. Victoria Sessom's trying to hang on. Caleb Paul right there trying to put his nose into it. Aaron Sessoms and Joe Madoon. Here comes Aaron Sessoms working on the outside. He might get a 2 for 1, get in the top 20. Here comes Aaron Sessoms. McCaffrey is looking to go through the middle. Sessoms on the outside of the 76. It's all going on for the 20th position. Here comes Sessoms. Sessoms on the outside. Hard run down the front stretch. 180 on lap 180. Three wide down the back stretch. Here they go. Into turn number 3. 3 wide, but in on that middle. McCaffrey on the bottom. Aaron Sessoms on the outside. Still 3 wide. Oh, they're still 3 wide. Sessoms with another big run. Here they go. Still 3 wide down the front stretch. Nobody wanted to give it an inch. Aaron Sessoms still on the outside. He had a big checkup there. A little native checkup. Caleb Paul looking to crack the top 5. Here we go. The 51 on the outside of the 19. Caleb Paul looking to try to clinch his first ever street stock win. Three wide through the middle. Jonathan Sessoms definitely went the wrong way on the adjustments. 3 wide up front with the race leader. Busting Oliver on the bottom. Sessoms on the back, on the bottom. Here comes the 13 looking to go back through the middle. Here comes the 13 straight through the middle. He's going to tuck in behind him. Laps to go until the next competition caution. Here comes Oliver. Oliver back to the top. The 13 going to go with him. Poley. Kirby battling it out for second, third. Caleb Paul, Reagan Black duking it out for 5th and 6th. Dalton Chuck with a big move, bonsai move on the top. Closing in on 200 laps of 300. Caleb Paul right there on the back bumper of the 19. The 19 on the back bumper 11. She's going to touch to the outside. That's going to open the door up for the 51. Here comes the 51 looking to go to 4th. Caleb Hall there. Whoa, Sarah gonna cut off the nose of the 51 machine. Here comes McElfresh trying to get around the 8th place car of me. 50 laps remaining in the second stage. Looks like Jonathan Sessom's starting to make a little bit of progress here. And Aaron Sessom's in there. Him and the 76 and the 2 of Dalton Shup still fighting it out. Dalton Shup, the 2 car, is a lap down. There is your race leader, the 88. Cook looking to go another lap down. Here comes the 00. Joe Pulley on pit road. Green flag, pit stops looking to happen. Joe Pulley going to be the first one to come down pit road. Josh Poor coming down pit road. Green flag, pit stops that started. Nick Edgens on pit road. Dalton Connor on pit road. Green flag, pit stops beginning to come out. Oh boy. They're 3 wide. Caleb Hall's up to 4th. They're 3 wide. Alex Weir on the bottom. Oh boy. Your leaders still have not yet pitted. We still got 40 laps to go until the to the comp caution. Up to 20th place is lapped. Paul looking at, he's up to 3rd. Paul been patiently biding his time, playing his cards, dealing them out, and he has made his way up to 3rd. Take a quick look at his start, his stats. There you see it. driver statistics. Currently third, no laps led. He started 10th. His highest is third, his lowest is 22nd. He has gained 7 spots since the start of the race. Robert Sessom right behind him, working on number 4. Mike Sharp trying to crack the top 10. Here comes Ware, we're 3 wide. Oh, they're door lane indoors. Ware said, I'm here, I'm taking it. .30 laps to go till we hit the halfway. Here comes Ware to the inside. Ware's a lap car, not even on the lead lap. Boston Oliver slowly picking them off one by one. Paul's still got to get through these next 3 cars to get to the 19 of Sarah Billiter to get to the 2nd position. It's going on for 6th and 7th. David Hall, Miguel Frisch. Right behind him, you got Josh Sage and James Kirby duking it out for 8th and 9th. Jonathan Sessoms has made his way up to the 24th position. Aaron Sessoms up to 13th. Robert Sessoms in the 11th. There you see him in the 17th, started on the pole. Reagan Black looking to put it through wide, all about it. You see Josh Ford in the 31st position, Dalton Shep in the 23rd to his outside. James Kirby in 9th right there in front of them. Foley in 22nd. Josh Sage, he's running in the 8th position. Him and Kirby are currently battling for position. Mike Sharp, 4 going to go to the outside. Oliver still putting him a lap down, looking to put James Horner, the next car, a lap down. Caleb Hall starting to lose spots though. Trying to fight to get around these 3 cars here. Desperately needing that caution. Horner trying to hang on, knows he's got 20, under 20 to go. There trying to get around the 88 car. Camaro. Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo, you're top 5. Camaro 6. Monte Carlo 7th. Monte Carlo, Camaro, your top 10. Reagan Black coming to the middle. 3 wide. Robert Sessoms and Aaron Sessoms. The next two to battle for position. Aaron Sessoms slowly picking up spots. Trying to crack into the top 10. He's been very, very patiently driving that race car. He has not killed it. He has not, drove the crap out of it. He's just been holding it along. He's caught Robert. So he's gonna get around his brother Jonathan here, and he's gonna go catch his other brother Robert. Try to get a hold of him. These guys are desperately needing a caution. Desperately. Only 17 cars out of the 32 are on a lead lap. Ten laps to go. Next time by. So the competition caution. Sessoms definitely working on Robert Sessoms. There you see him. Robert Sessoms working on Mike Sharp. Aaron Sessoms there on the bottom. Robert Sessoms going around the outside trying to crack the top 10. Here comes Dalton Connor. Aaron Sessoms with him as well. 5 laps to go. This time by 5 to go. Robert Sesson's going to clear Mike Sharp. Aaron Sesson battling with Connor Popplewell. These guys desperately needing a caution. Coming to 3 to go. 3 laps to go for Boston Oliver. Go. Competition caution at the line. Competition caution, and boy, oh boy, am I ready for that one. Wow. Now, I'm sure the whole field's going to come down pit road this time. If they come down at 100 laps, they're going to come down at 150 laps when the pits are open. Wow, good racing so far, though, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really good racing. Says 17 cars in the lead lap. Looks like James Horner will be the car to get to be the lucky dog. It should be open this time. I'm sure that will be next time. Looks like nobody's coming down pit road, but only a few. Greg Minning come down pit road. Dalton Connor come down pit road. Alright, here we go. One to go. This time by. Take a quick look at the race summary before we go back green. 50 laps to go. 2 cautions, 4 lead changes. Here we go. Boston Oliver, Sarah Billiter, Caleb Hall, Jimmy Kirby, David Hall, your top 4. Jason Thompson, Jake McAlfresh, James Kirby, Josh Sage, and Mike Sharp, your top 10. Coming back to green here for the final time tonight. Hopefully, green flag is in the air. 50 laps to go. What can Sarah Billiter do with the 88 car? They're still side by side as they work through 3 and 4. Sarah still digging on the outside. She's off front ahead. Sarah out front, still side by side with the 88 of Boston Oliver as they work down the front straightaway side by side, still back in the turn number 1. Billiter on the outside. Oliver on the bottom. Here they go, down the back straightaway. Neither one of them giving up. Camaro versus Camaro. Neither car wanting to give an inch, neither one wanting to give up. Side by side they go as they go wreck down the front back straightaway. Still side by side as they work down the front straightaway. 255, 56 of 300. And Miller's going to clear him into turn number 3. Meanwhile, right behind them, you got Hall and Kirby and Thompson. Thompson, Hall, Kirby. This is going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All this going on. Kirby on the outside, Hall on the bottom. Can Billiter hang on? Papa Wells in the middle. 3 wide down into 1. Robert Sessoms on the bottom. Mike Sharp on the outside. Papa Wells going to clear both of them through 3 and 4. In the middle. Wow. Still 3 wide though. Looks like you got about 3 different rooms of 3 wide. Papa Wells, Sessoms, Kirby, Hall. Kirby going to clear Hall. Here comes Thompson. Thompson going to clear Hall as well. 3 wide right behind them as well. Here comes David Hall. James Kirby going to clear the 28. Move James Kirby up into the 6th position. James Kirby, another one of them guys. Wait, here comes Aaron Sessoms. Aaron Sessoms trying to do something. He's in the middle of all kinds of mess. Doesn't know where to go or what to do. Go 3 wide through the middle, buddy. Out front, Billiter has Oliver has taken the lead back from Billiter. Sessom's going to jump to the outside. Robert Sessoms there to the inside of Popperwell. Popperwell going to push up. Open the door up for Sessoms. Lead though. Here comes Billiter. Billiter back to the outside. Oliver on the bottom. Sarah gonna go back to the point. Oliver gonna try to go back to the outside. Battle for your race lead back down the front stretch. Here they go. 2 by 2. 2 cars duking it out. Here goes Oliver. Oliver back to the outside. Back down the back straightaway. Neither one of these guys wanting to give an inch. Oliver still on the outside. Billiter still hanging on to the bottom. Good little race right here for your race lead as Billiter's hanging on the bottom. Oliver on the outside. Oliver's going to try to clear. He's going to do so. Meanwhile, Jason Thompson trying to get around Hall. You got Jake McGill first, Kirby. All right there with another 275 laps. Down to 300. Sessoms there in the middle. In the hornet's nest. Oh, here comes Greg Minning to the middle. Still 3 wide as they work back down the backstretch. Here comes Menning. Menning to the outside. Menning to the middle. Is he going to clear him? Yes, he is. He's going to work on Victoria Sessions. Laps to go. Can Billiter run down the 88 machine, or will we have a late race caution? This is the opening Billiter needs. Will she take it is the question. Here she comes outside. Battle for your race lead once again. Back down into 1. There, she's going to go up around, and here she goes to the outside, down the back straightaway, side by side as it works back down into 3. Here comes Billiter. Billiter's right there. She's going to try to clear him, and 17 laps to go. Quillio going to work with the 88 machine down the back straightaway. Sarah Billiter going to try to clear him. She's going to do just that. What a race so far, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Sessom's trying to catch these 3 cars right here. This is for 15th, 14th, and 13th. Meanwhile, Billiter pulling away. She's got Marquilio pushing her. Twelve laps to go to decide a winner. Here comes Caleb Hall up to 3rd. Boston Oliver has burnt his stuff up and is going to the back. Robert Sessom's looking to get around the 04. Josh says Robert Sessom's looking to be able to run the top, the bottom, middle, anywhere that Thunderbird wants to run. As he's working on the 04 machine, moving him up to 10th. Right behind them, Aaron Sessom's trying to catch that number 14, trying to crack the top 15. 10 laps to go. Meanwhile, Billiter in trouble. 8 laps to go, and she's in heavy traffic. Kirby's right there with her as well. 7 laps to go. 8 laps to go, excuse me. Can she hang on? 7 laps to go. Jimmy Kirby right back there behind her. Still, we're going to go to the outside of the 44 machine. 7 to go. 6 to go this time. Sarah Billiter, Jamie Kirby, Caleb Hall, Boston Oliver, Jason Thompson, your top 5. James Kirby, Jake McElfresh, Mike Sharp, Connor Popplewell, Greg Minning, your top 10 so far as we're coming to 5 to go. And Jimmy Kirby's closing. Jonathan Sessom's going to try to hold her up just a little bit. Thought about going to the outside of him, but she's right behind him, pushing him, trying to use this draft to stay ahead of him. 4 to go, coming to 3. Popsicles, or 3 to go for Billiter. Next time by will be popsicle sticks in the air. Can Kirby get to her? Caleb Hall's right there and laying in wait as well. Who's going to get this one? Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Here comes Hall. This is going to come down to the wire. Kirby, Hall, Billiter on top of each other, coming to the white flag. Sessoms right there. Here goes Kirby to the outside. Billiter, white flag in the air. Who wants it more? Kirby there as well. Here comes Kirby. Here comes Billiter down the back straightaway. Sessoms is a roadblock. Kirby's gonna win it on the last lap pass. Jimmy Kirby gonna win the 300. Billiter comes home second, and Hall rounds out your top three. Kirby used Jonathan Sessoms as a pick to take home the victory. Wow. Taking a quick look at your results, Jimmy Kirby comes home with the win. Sarah Billiter second, Caleb Hall third, Jason Thompson fourth, Boston Oliver fifth, James Kirby sixth, Jake McElfresh seventh, Greg Benning eighth, Mike Sharp ninth, Connor Popwell rounds out your top 10. Josh Sage, David Hall, Robert Sessoms, Tavis Moore, Jason McAfee, rounds out your top 15. Aaron Sessoms, Joe Pulley, Reagan Black, Dalton Connor, John McLaren round out your top 20. Victoria Sessoms, Dalton Chuck, Cody Demers, James Horner, Nick Egan, Josh Smith, Jonathan Sessoms, Josh Poor, Joe Madoon, Alex Ware round out your top 30, and Andrew Cook and Roy Baquilio round out your top 32 cars. That started the feature. 2 cautions for 14 lead changes, ladies and gentlemen. 14 lead changes. So, well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. But before we go, we got to do it right. I don't even know if Fireman's still watching, but we got to do it right for him. We gotta do it right for him. Hold on. I hope he's still watching, because I don't want to be doing this for nothing. All right, Fireman, this is for you, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fireman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Fireman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Fireman. I hope you enjoy the races tonight, buddy. You're probably asleep, so it doesn't matter. But I hope you enjoy the races tonight, everybody that tuned in and watched. That was probably, it was a long race. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. It was a long race. So hopefully everybody tuned into it. Elevated TV will be back tomorrow night for Madhouse Racing League for their championships for the Sportsmans and the Stadium Stocks at Nashville Mini. Make sure you tune in then. And